Hey Sugarfoots, it's me Kesha, and I'm here with a new Spill the Tea video. So Shaniece and her mother, Evelyn Lozada, have a podcast, and this week they had her baby daddy, the game, on the show to clear up some rumors, talk about their previous relationship, his life being a father, and all of these different things. And the interview was quite telling. It revealed a lot about their situationship because it was never ever a relationship based off the things that were revealed in this podcast interview. So first of all, I want to show you guys these clips where they talk about their relationship and why things didn't work, or their situationship, whatever you want to call it. Let's take a look.
Through your co-parenting journey together.
You go first.
So, to be honest, she had a way that she thought things should be, or she has a way that she thinks things should be. And I'm not fighting her on that. I think that her thoughts and her outlook on, parenthood and relationship and how a woman should bring a child into the world and what that woman needs and respect and loyalty and everything, in that pot of gumbo of like how you should treat and respect the woman that you're having a child with. I think that all her views are right. I think that I'm used to doing things my way. I'm also an alpha male. I'm also a Sagittarius. I'm also a very hard person to deal with sometimes because I get bullheaded. Mm-hmm. And when I put my foot down, it's kind of like it's my way or the highway, which is something I'm still working on. And it's probably got real difficult for her in the beginning stages because she felt like, why are you so
bullheaded?
Yeah, and I'm so like calm and patient and trying to figure it out. And I don't think in the early stages that I gave her enough grace to really live it how she saw fit.
Yeah. Go ahead, Shaw.
We had a few months of like fire with fire,
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saying that you didn't give me enough grace because I do agree with you. And I think a lot of my anger came from you not delivering what the expectations were.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that there. But I think that I had to learn how to, when I'm done with someone, I'm done with them. And because you share a child, you can't necessarily be done with them.
Yeah.
So I think I had to learn how to wrap my mind around the fact that like, this is for life. Because otherwise I would have been like, would we be sitting here today if we didn't have Blaze? You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. I can see that.
Because otherwise it would have been like, all right.
Yeah, because when you stop talking to somebody, you're like, okay, whatever. Yeah. But when you do share,
I feel like I would have still been on Drop the Low. So I would have been
but maybe for different reasons, right? Yeah, right? Because I also do feel like we were meant to cross paths in whatever capacity we were meant to cross paths in. And we were having this conversation the other day by like, well, in my opinion, the universe and God doesn't make mistakes. So right. Blaze was supposed to be here. You were supposed to be Blaze's dad. We were chosen to be his parents. So I think that I just had to learn how to grasp with the fact of like, okay, this is a situation in which you have to stick around me.
Right.
That's not my thing. That's not my dating life. There's like one ex that I ended up being friends with like a year or two after we broke up. But so I think that's what I had.
See, girls, this is why you can't go into any type of relationship and base it off of expectations and not reality, because I, for the life of me, don't understand why she expected so much from this man. I'm just so shocked. Like, had she never watched an interview? Had she never watched his reality shows? Has she never listened to his music? Like, who did you think Jayceon was? And you're talking about, it seemed like she went into it. She fell for him. you know, and she got pregnant, and I think that she wanted to have a family. She wanted to be engaged and married, and she wanted to have the house and the picket fence and the dog and all of that. And that's not what he was on. And I don't understand how she thought she was going to get that out of him when Tiffany, his second baby mama, who had been with him for years, couldn't even get that out of him. You know what I'm saying? Even though she got the ring and everything else, it just still didn't get to that next level because he ain't mentally or emotionally at that level. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he a great dad, but when it comes to relationships, like he said, he's very bullheaded. He's very my way or the highway. Once again, this is something that you would have learned if you would have watched his reality show. You would have seen what type of relationship style he has. So I'm just shocked that she really thought that it was going to be more than what it was. Like, what, Shaniece? Her and Evelyn and them shaky crybaby voices, I don't understand who listens to this podcast, because I could never sit up and listening to them like Billy Goat Gruffs. Like, God, go to vocal training, get some strength in your voice. Like, God damn, like every syllable sound like she about to cry. Her and Evelyn, oh my God, who can listen to that? Ooh, that's probably why he didn't want to be with her. Who want to be around that 24/7? Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. They made a beautiful baby together, and that's about it. But yeah, she was tripping. I don't know what was going on in her brain at all. Obviously nothing.
When she told me, I was shocked a little bit. Like literally, I was shocked. And we got into this, thing. Like I love being a dad, right? Like absolutely love being a dad. But I was shocked as shit. And I don't think it was the reaction that Sha wanted. So she cried a little bit. And it was uncomfortable for her and for me. I didn't want to make her cry. I just was like, I didn't know what to say because I hadn't had a kid in 14 years. So I was like super shocked. She had never had a kid. So of course she was super shocked. But when she found out, she kind of got to live with it a little bit, like I didn't know as soon as she knew. So she lived with it a little bit, processed it. And then once it got to me, she had already kind of lived with it a little bit. So I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really thrown out to the wayside about that because I didn't when
I feel like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning another child before I got pregnant.
Yeah, true.
Like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
On our first date, you were talking about a Blaze, not him exactly.
Yeah.
But you were talking about a Blaze. So you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I think that and
we talked about kids.
Yeah, true. But just so you guys know, because you guys are, beautiful women. You guys are still like women, right? But men, right? Men see a baddie, we think like, I'm gonna get her pregnant. That's what men think when they see a baddie.
You gamed me.
You gamed me.
I'm just asking.
Hey, I'm just saying, when a man really sees a woman that that he likes and it's a baddie, that be our first thought. Like we be thinking like, damn, like I would have a baby by that. So yeah, I'm manifested. I'm manifested.
Gamed.
Yeah, game manifested.
Mm-hmm. So what lesson? I feel like you manifested Blaze. Lessons do you have from raising your older children that are showing up in how you raise Blaze?
So the thing that I've been finding a little bit different is that I'm slower, like I'm older. I'm like when I had Harlem, I was 23, Justice, I was 27, and in Cali, I was 30. Mm-hmm. So I was a little bit young and faster. And it's like, I'm obviously 46, right? I'm still in, pretty good shape. And when my son gets to, crawling around, like he down there. So I got to get down there with him. And sometimes these knees don't be kneeing, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think it's a little bit more of a physical challenge. I mean, I'm not on a walker or holding a cane, but I'm not, running around as fast as I used to. So that's a challenge to be able to, and you guys know, like I'm out every day doing cardio, and for the most.
Do you have?
But I will tell you, I've had people ask me this. They're like, well, how did you feel when you found out that he was the dad? Like, how, like, what? And my initial feeling was I was shocked, but then I found so much, I found so much peace and I know how you love your kids and I know how you parent your kids. And I said to myself, you know what? He's a great dad. You know, he's a great dad. And so I found a lot of comfort in that. And now that we've been doing the family thing for some time, I'm like, I couldn't even see my life without Blaze.
Yeah.
So grateful that you're in our lives. Cause I feel like, you and I like, well, whenever I need advice, I'm doing something, the podcast, whatever, like, it's been good. Like it flows,
And to think once again that she expected so much more from a man in his 40s who literally and confidently says that when men see a baddie, they be like, yeah, I have a baby by that. What? Just because she cute? This is the mentality that you still have at this big age of yours? Shaniece, what the... Oh, God, Jesus be offense. And Evelyn, you just as big of a bird as your daughter is because you sitting there and ain't saying nothing. You just letting all of this go over your big ass head. Like, what? Like, how old are we? You don't want to know her integrity, her faith, her moral value. Is she smart? Is she funny? Is she responsible? Like, none of these things matter just because she's cute. And then she tells me, you manifested, Blaze. You were talking about having a baby before I got pregnant. Ooh. Like, what is happening here? Like, oh God, poor baby. Poor Tink. Evelyn ain't taught this child nothing. Well, Evelyn don't know nothing, child. Oh God. God bless that baby. Cause woo, with them two as its parents, wowzers. If that wasn't enough, the biggest gimme gotcha was the fact that Shaniece didn't even know that this man was a felon.
Are you surprised that they weaponized the fact that you two had a baby against me on the show? Like, I had a feeling it would happen, but like, how did you feel about that? Because
they called you a felon.
Yeah. I mean, true.
Are you a felon?
I am. So I don't feel slighted by someone trying to like throw like my past at me. Yeah, I'm a felon. My mama know I'm a felon. My kids know I'm a felon. My fans know I'm a felon, and that's just what it is. I don't try to duck who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? Am I in jail? Absolutely not. Made some mistakes in the past. Yes, I have. I was young, a little misguided. My father died a long time ago. Even when he was alive, I didn't really lean on him for advice the way I should have, the way my children can to me. So yeah, I made some mistakes. I'm not like one of those who's going to hide or, mask my face because I have a fear of somebody being judgmental about who I was at one point in time in my life. What I do know for a fact is anybody that's speaking my name, right, will not say that and if they see me, because one or two things. Number one, I am a felon. And number two, I'm gonna get off in your ass in person. Like, I'm gonna get off in your ass. So you're not gonna even come at me like that. So do it for the show, do it on the internet. It's all cute. It's all cool. I can't really snatch my TV off the wall and break it across my knee because I'm mad at you. But when I see you in person, and one day I will, have that same energy. It's all that I ask. I'm not doing the back and forth on the internet. And 10 out of 10 times, when people see me in person, they don't have the same energy. So cool. Have at it.
Yeah.
How many felonies do you have?
Oh,
Blaze is going to ask one day.
Yeah. So. I think like on record, 2 on record.
Like, did she learn anything about this Negro before she opened her legs and let him shoot up the club? How did you not know this man was a felon? Like, what? Who did he present her with? A geek? A suit and tie? Like, what? You got a baby by a man that got an LA tattoo on his cheek. What? What? So you thought that they was calling him a felon on the show just for the heck of it? You didn't know that this man was a felon for real, for real, for real? That's who you had your first child with. You waited until you got in your big age of your 30s to have a child with the game of all people in this world. Of all the people in the world, you had a baby by a nigga named Jason. Like, ma'am, you are the biggest loser and the biggest flop ever. Because one thing, her shaky voice and all, and her being an airhead, obviously, she's a beautiful woman. Oh my God, she's a beautiful woman. Just her beauty alone could have helped her snag a billionaire, a boss. You know what I'm saying? She could have been in the upper echelon of men, and you went to the gutter with a man who owes a woman $6 million for schmexual or schmalt. Yeah. Who got shot 5 times, 9 times, however many times. Who likes the beef for the fun of it. Who ain't had a rap album out since 1975. Like, girl, what? Ma'am? Girl, good night. Good night. Good night. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this ridiculous interview. Child, birds of a feather flock together. Like mother, like daughter. God damn it. Please make sure to thumbs up this video. Please make sure to turn on your post notifications so y'all know my videos drop. And hit that thumbs up button. Also, it helps with the algorithm. I love you guys, and I will see y'all on my next video. Bye.